open, but just look at how the markets have opened. It's opened very, very flat. Oh my God. A tinge of red is across. The Sensex down about 47. Now down 73. And it's getting a little redder. And the Nifty is down about 21. It still amounts to only a 0.1% loss on the big boys. And the mid-cap is a tad redder, down about 0.25% at this point in time. And the Nifty Bank as well, down about 0.2. Let's see what's the green on the stock markets. Adani Enterprises is in the green, starting about 2% higher. That's the biggest gainer on the Sensex and Nifty. Bharti Airtel, again, up about 0.6. Adani Ports, Nestle India, Hero Moto, ITC. Well, there doesn't seem to be much of a method or any fundamental reason why these stocks are up. Shriram Finance is up about 0.2. Sun Pharma, Ultratech Cement are the other ones that are in the green. Obviously, the red list is longer, and HDFC Life tops the list with a 0.8 cut. JSW Steel 0.7 down, BPCL 0.6 down, Tara Steel, JSW Steel, both steel stocks are down about 0.6, 0.7. M&M, HCL Tech, Kotak Mahindra Bank, Maruti Suzuki, Eicher Motors are all starting in the red. Auto stocks generally in the red at this point in time. But otherwise, there isn't much of a method in this red and green because you've got the same kind of stocks like techs are both in the red and in the green. Banks are both in the red and in the green. So at the moment, there isn't much of a method to the kind of gains and losses that we are seeing. Anything specific in the mid-cap stocks, Reema, that you're noticing?
Well, let me start first with JSW Energy because that started off strong post the acquisition of the O2 renewable energy platform. JSW Energy straight away up nearly 6%. The second big mover is Vodafone Idea. In pre-open, it was up about 8%, but the opening is now a little more temper, 3% up, after the DOT, Department of Telecommunication, has waived bank guarantees worth 24,800 crore rupees. So positive for Vodafone Idea. Jyoti CNC deserves mention because there is an Equirus note on Jyoti CNC. They've initiated coverage with an ad rating and a target price of 1450. So that's pushed the stock up, and this month itself it's seen about a 13% rally. It's one of the listings of this year, I think, and it's had a very, very strong up move. Siemens also starts trade on a positive note. This is after Chris Wood has also increased his weightage in Siemens in his portfolio. So that's up close to about 1%. Outside of that, you've got a Swiggy, a DAM Capital, MobiQuick, an IRB Infrastructure, a Manappuram Finance. These are some stocks which have opened up with strength. On the way down, you've got cuts coming through in Cigniti Tech. Now, the news here is that over the weekend, Coforge and Cigniti, Coforge has acquired Cigniti. Now, the swap ratio was announced. For 5 shares of Cigniti, you get 1 share of Coforge. But at Friday's closing price, the swap ratio was slightly negative, unfavorable for Cigniti shareholders, which is why Cigniti Tech is down 4.5%. For Coforge, also in the red, and that's because there will be some dilution on account of the share swap. Ola Electric is down 2.5%. Because as Vinny was telling us, there have been some senior level exits. The CMO and the CTO have stepped down and the stock is under pressure. Gujarat Fluoro, at one of its key plants, there was a fire which erupted and unfortunately certain lives were lost. So Gujarat Fluoro also weak in trade. But, other than that, you've got, a little bit of softness coming through in Greaves Cotton. But Greaves Cotton has had such a fabulous run. Just till Friday, the stock was up nearly 50% in the month of December. Pull up a 1-month chart of Greaves Cotton. So some profit booking visible on Greaves Cotton, Vishal Mega Mart, Easy Trip, NMDC, Sale, Enviro Infra. Some of these stocks have opened trade in the red. But all in all, it's a quiet start. Before now, the bias is negative. The Nifty is below 23,800, down 30 points. As we've been highlighting, the 200-day moving average at 23,860 will be crucial. Before now, even 23,800 is not holding. Mid-caps too, down 0.2%. The advanced decline ratio is negative. Banks are trying to stage a bit of a comeback. So the Nifty Bank is now back in the green.
Okay. Now, point taken. Adani Enterprises, I was just wondering why the stock is up in the green. I mean, we don't have a reason for every stock, but there is a Business Standard report this morning which says that Adani Enterprises is likely to see a consolidated revenue growth growing at a CAGR of 17.5%. and EPS, net earnings, profit, that is likely to grow by 45.8% from FY24 to FY27. So it's clearly a longer term thing. But I don't know whom they're quoting on this, but that's perhaps giving some kind of a positivity on Adani Enterprise. That stock is leading the list of gainers with a 2.6% gain. Adani Ports in close to with a 0.9% gain. And then, as we read out, ITC doing well. But the Gujarat Fluoro alkyl amines as well closed up a plant. We'll get that alkyl amines as well for you. Those are the stocks that are struggling a bit. But all told, very, very flat at the index level.